All right, yo, yo, yo. I'm back at it like bad habits. Damian Williams back in the building for another segment of I Think Uncut. Now, we got week one in the books. Today's Thursday. I'm a little late on releasing the podcast. I had some work scheduling issues. I had whatever. You don't care about that. What I'm going to try to consistently do now is get these videos done and out to you guys on Tuesdays. It used to be Mondays, but now that we're back in the swing of things, I got to include the Monday night game in. So we're going to try to make sure that it's consistently coming out on Tuesdays. I apologize for the delay for this one, but I'm here. I'm here now. So, first, let me start with a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? Just two things. This video is going to be just about one topic in which I feel I was pretty right on, and one that I felt I was pretty wrong on. Right and wrong. Number one, let's do right first, okay? Let's do right. Let's go on the high note first. Mariota versus Jameis Winston, Tennessee Titans versus the Bucks. Okay, now look, I had the video before talking about the two, comparing them, trying to figure out why Mariota wasn't getting as much hype and as much attention as Jameis was. When I felt, I feel like he's going to be the better pro. And I felt that they were going to come out and they were going to have a good showing. I didn't expect it to be like that, but what did you see there? And what did I talk about last week? Accuracy and poise, good decision making. Jameis Winston, what did I say? That offensive line, that offensive line, you know, and he's shown, the bad decision making last year in college, especially in the first halves of his games. He comes out the first pass and throws it a pick six. Of course, I expect that to get better and all that, but remember, he was supposed to be more pro ready because he played in a pro style offense at Florida State. Look, that's all well and good, and maybe some other guys like who came out of the Oregon system, like Dennis Dixon. You could say yes, they needed to learn a lot more before they were ready for the pros, but Mariota, he's always shown, just as some type of specialness about him. You know, he's just a rarity in the way that he conducts himself on and off the field. Always came with this poise and this maturity. He was 13 and 16 and threw for 4 touchdowns in this game. The game was so out of hand that they took him out in the fourth quarter, at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and he didn't play. Now, that doesn't usually happen in the NFL. Usually in the NFL, regardless if you're smacking the opponent, the starters stay in. Just because, I don't know, there's only 16 games, I guess, and, the guys want to, they start the game, they want to finish it with their teammates. But they went ahead, they took them out because they were smashing them. And that was that. I mean, it was it was ridiculous. The game was just completely out of hand. Jameis threw a couple of picks, including that pick six. So I know it's really early in the season, and that was just one game. And the Bucks defense is not that tight, but 4 touchdowns, throwing 4 touchdowns prior to the fourth quarter even beginning, is 4 touchdowns, and you still have to do it. You still have to make it happen, and he did it, and he looked good doing it. Accuracy, 13 to 16, good decision making. Didn't have him throw the ball a huge amount, but when he did, he knew what to do with it. I expect a lot of those good things to keep showing going forward, and there may, of course, be some bumps and bruises along the road because he is still a rookie, but shown some really, really good things. I like Mariota. I like his stock continuing to go up. Watch that, man. Now, where I was wrong and where I was insanely wrong was picking Oakland to upset Cincinnati. And I know it would have been an upset because Cincinnati has a lot of good things on their team. But I don't know, I was just kind of drinking the Oakland Kool Aid just a little bit, The Derek Carr came in. He played pretty well. They got Amari Cooper. You know, they got some more additions on the defensive side of the ball, and I thought that they were going to come out and show us that you know they're on the right track, and maybe Cincinnati would sleep on them a little bit, and they get caught by surprise. But negative, they ended up getting smacked 33-13, and they didn't even throw a touchdown until Derek Carr got injured and left the game, and Matt McGloin came in. Matt McGloin, ew. I still like Derek Carr to bounce back and do a little better. Amari Cooper is still young, so we'll see how that unfolds. But uh, uh, I was wrong. I was insanely wrong. Andy Dalton, he came out 25 of 34, 269 yards and two touchdowns. Matt McGloin, when he came in, he was 23 of 31, 142 yards and two touchdowns. Yeah, that's pretty good. But you know what? Matt McGloin, we all know, is still not the long term answer. Derek Carr is a little more dynamic in the things that he can do. And by that point, too, the Cincinnati had the game wrapped up. And you know how it goes. Guys could have started relaxing a little bit. It happens all the time in the NFL when you're winning by a lot. Maybe a backup comes in, or maybe the team starts to make a little rally. And, you know, they always fall short, or at least most of the time, unless you're the Giants, of course. But we're not going to get into that. Holla.